Hi, my name is Dr. Lauren Costine and welcome to my video blogs. Today I want to talk about the concept of toxic shame. So this is a concept that was created by a man named John Bradshaw, and he is an addiction specialist and he resides out of a rehab in Arizona called The Meadows. And he really came up with this concept called toxic shame that has been extremely helpful to many of us needing to heal from it. So I'm going to give a very simplified version of what he talks about. But the idea is there's something toxic about some of the shame that we feel about ourselves. So there are two kinds of shame. There is actually healthy shame, and then there's toxic shame. Let me start with healthy shame. Healthy shame is when you do something that isn't so good, maybe to another person or to yourself. You feel some shame about it, and that's actually healthy. That is where you learn how to not do that behavior again, or you realize that you don't want to be that type of person, and so you try to stop doing something that is not good and that brings us kind of shame. That's healthy shame. We learn how to change our behavior that way. Toxic shame is when you actually feel worthless as a person. So it's toxic. It's not actually real either. It's not truthful. It's a very, very dishonest way of feeling about ourselves. It comes from childhood trauma. Now, how does that happen? Well, depending on what kind of parenting you had, if you had a parent that was judgmental or critical or shaming, then a lot of us end up having feelings of toxic shame as we grow up. We end up feeling very, very sensitive towards judgment, very, very sensitive towards feeling like we've done something wrong. And this is all toxic shame. With a trained professional that knows how to work with this kind of concept, they can help point it out for you in the room when you're feeling it. And they can say, wait a minute, that's not healthy shame. The way that you're thinking about yourself is not a healthy way to think about yourself. It's not a positive way to think about yourself. I would call that toxic shame. Let's think about that. Let's stop that idea for a moment. Let's find out its source. And then and then you can really realize that it's got nothing to do with who you are. Toxic shame also has to do with feeling witnessed, feeling looked at, feeling judged, feeling that people are looking at you and finding you wanting, finding you not good enough. And then we turn that on to ourselves. So if you are dealing with any of these kind of issues, please go out there, get some help. If you do this kind of inner work, I promise it will start feeling much better when you deal with it. Thank you.